It's Melinda NailFanatic here. Mel. Most of you just call me Mel these days, and that's fine. I like Mel. But I'm here because, yay, you guys, we got over 9,000 subscribers, and it's holding, and I'm grateful. And so I don't know how long this is going to be. I don't know what it's going to look like. I just know that it's right. And I know that I thought it was going to be after the retreat this week, but it turns out it is the treat today, right now. So, um, lately I've been going live later. So I had a little bit of concerns about how many of you would show up in this live. And Spirit said, don't worry, it'll work out the way it's supposed to. So I'm going to believe that. So while we're letting the room fill in, because some of you I know are going to catch this on the replay, some of you will be like, damn, I wish I was there for that live. But some of you, many of you will catch this on the replay as well. So I figure while the room fills in, so that I can pull cards for you individually or answer a question or pull an oracle. I'm not really sure what it's going to look like, to be honest and real. If you know me, I do everything off the cuff. I fly by the seat of my pants, so to speak. I channel everything, like literally in my life. Every day I wake up, and sometimes there's some stuff scheduled and sometimes there's not. But every day I wake up and I pretty much ask the universe, like, okay, what do we have to do today? What is the best way for us to utilize this energy today? What do you have for me? What do I have for you? Like, let's bring it through. And that's always worked. This channel got started because I got into reading cards. It was the second time I got into reading cards. The first time I got into reading cards, I was like 18 years old, and I did not have the conscious level to stick with it. I was fresh out of mainstream religion. And so all those religious taboos were still really super thick in me. And yeah, over the years, um, I would learn things that would calm all that down, that would equal new levels of awareness, awakenings. Like I went through awakening after awakening. Boy, if you think awakening happens once, that's funny. No, it's not just a one-time thing. It happens multiple times or for multiple reasons. And so I went through that time and time and time again. And I started learning throughout that process. It was a somewhere probably 10 to 15 years of a process in which I started learning universal laws and how energy works and how human consciousness works and how the human mind works and how all of these different things, emotional intelligence, like so much. And somewhere in my early 30s, I got the craving to have tarot cards again, because see, when I bought them when I was 18, I got scared. I had them maybe a week, and then I got scared and I threw them away. And I didn't touch them again until I was in my early 30s. Maybe 33, maybe 32, maybe 34. I don't know. Early part of my 30s. I didn't write that date down. I wish I had the date. Maybe there's a receipt somewhere. But how great would that be if I had the date that I bought those original cards? I don't think I have that written down. But that's making me want to look for those decks so that I could see if I wrote it in there. Maybe I wrote it in the decks because that's a habit, but I think I didn't start that until later. And I have so many decks. I have now over 200 decks. So anyhow, through my awakening process, like I finally, little by little, released all the program beliefs that I was raised with and began to get a more rounded perspective and level of awareness. And yeah, that changed everything. Where is my mother piece round tarot, the big deck? Oh, I know where it's at. It's not over here. Okay, so I bought that. The other one I gave away, and then I bought those Abucra cards. Um, so anyhow, yeah, when I bought cards again, I bought 3 decks the first time. And from the first time I read cards for anyone, it was on point. And I started by reading my own cards. And as I read my own cards, I started to be able to make sense of things for myself. And so I started playing by, or well, not even playing, but practicing by reading for neighbors and people who were closer to who would allow me to. And, every time I read for them, they were like, oh my God, that was on point. That was perfect. You're absolutely right. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And it was a little bit freaky. Yeah, a little freaky at first, but I just stuck with it. And then through the years, spirit would show me because I would question a card. I'd be like, because I would always try to read without using a book. I would try to read just by looking at the cards. And when I did read the book, I was trying to learn the system, the tarot system. And so the tarot system, okay, fine. The majorly accepted keywords for cards, I got some of that stuff down. I still don't have all that down. I'm not like a traditional tarot book off the shelf with its definitions. I don't read like that. Um, but spirit would show me a card that I had asked about. Well, what does this card really mean? What else does it mean? This card confounds me. I need to understand it better. And then I would get an intuitive hit and it would show me another meaning. And so little by little, my understanding of the cards expanded and expanded and expanded. And then I drew you in because what ended up happening was is I was finding answers for myself and making sense of things and feeling confident. um I just got this idea and I used this oracle deck, which I purchased on a trip to Denver. I'd taken a road trip to Denver and purchased this deck. And I asked, what do I get from reading the cards? Like, what do I gain? What happens because I read the cards? And no, I didn't write the date in this either. But I've had this one really a long time. Yeah. I see one date of 2018 in here. But yeah, I don't know how long I've had this one. But the matter of fact is, oh, there's a date from 2017. Look at that. What I would do is I would put a note of the date of when I pulled that card for myself. But on that particular day that I decided to start recording cards readings here on YouTube, um, I used this deck and I asked, what happens for me reading the cards like this? And the card that came out was love. The card that came out was love. And then I was entertaining this thought that kept coming to me, which was read on YouTube. And I'm like, but I'm barely learning. I'm barely learning. Really read on YouTube. I'm barely learning. But at this night, I was sitting on the sofa pulling cards. All the children were sleeping. And this one came out first about me reading my own cards. So I said, well, what happens if I do start reading on YouTube? And then this one came out. The Sea of Love came out. Yeah. Sea of Love came out. And I'm like, wow. So if I read cards, I get love from within because at this point I'm understanding that love is within and it's up to me and all this stuff. And then if I read cards on YouTube, what happens is a sea of love. Oh, okay. So I started reading on YouTube and now here we are. Uh, I've been on YouTube for a long time now, and I didn't know that I would stick with it this long. I didn't know it would become such a mainstay in my life. I didn't know what I was in for. But here I am, and I'm all the way in. And now We are over 9,000 subscribers deep. Thank you. And I'm going to tell you something. I've been on here for a very long time. And my channel's growth is organic because I don't pay for, there's people that will hit you up when you have a YouTube channel or any form of social media. People will hit you up and they're marketing agents and they'll say, "Yeah, we could get you this many subscribers and this many views." Yeah, I'm not doing that. I want organic growth. I like organic growth. My nail business is the same way. I do organic growth. I like organic growth. If it's meant to be, you will find me and we will do what we are meant to do. And I believe that wholeheartedly. And so now that we're at 9,000 subscribers, I just had told myself I was going to go live and just read for y'all. I was going to read for y'all and get in my comment section. Let me know you're here. Let's have some combos. If you want to know questions about me, how anything about my awakening, whatever, let's talk. And meanwhile, while I'm allowing time so everybody could come on into the room and join the combo, uh, I'll pull some cards and I don't know how long this is going to go, and I don't know what all we're going to talk about. I just know I'm here and you're here, and let's do what we do, baby. That's what I'm talking about. So let's see what's the most important message right now. Let's go ahead and start with this deck, since this deck is the one that helped start the YouTube thing for real. Like legit, this deck started it. And I am blessed. Absolutely, tribe. Blessed energy. You need to know it. You need to live it. You need to show it. All of that. Yeah, I heard all of that. Sorry, my spirit is like, you need to send them a live link. I'm like, okay, okay. Tribe. When I asked what's the most important message for you, I am blessed came out. Say it with me. I am blessed. Say it in another tone of voice. I am blessed. Say it like you mean. Say it with your chest. I'm blessed. Say it with your chest. Say it in every type of way you can. Sing that shit, baby. Sing it. I am blessed. Yes. Okay. Say it in all types of ways. On all types of days. You need to know you are blessed. Abso-freaking-lutely. I am so blessed because so many of you have supported what I do and sent me cards, decks of cards. I had a vision a long time ago that whenever I pass, I'm probably going to live to be 250 years old and still singing and skating and doing karaoke and doing nails. Like, oh, baby, hold on, sit still. You've moved. I'm trying to get this line straight. But, either way, whenever I do pass, I had a vision that I'm going to have a huge tarot and oracle card library. And so I had just been adding to it and adding to it and adding to it. And then, oh, Spirit was like, yeah, make an Amazon wish list. Tell your viewers. Some of them will send you decks. I have so many decks in our collection which literally are owned by you on our channel, the tribe on the channel. Like these are your, I mean, they're mine. Yeah, I know they're mine. Thank you. But they're for you. They're for us. They're for the tribe. They're for this consciousness. They're for this elevation. They're for all of us, right? And so that's why I'm constantly switching up decks. I know on some channels they always use the same deck. That's so cool. That is so cool. Like we're more eclectic. We are everywhere. And so, yes, we're so blessed. Thank you all for blessing our channel with 9,000 subscribers. That number is just going to keep shooting up. Spirit showed me a long time because for a long time, y'all, the live was dead water. It was like me and Janine or me and Interstellar Freeland. It's like 4 or 5 of us sometimes, and it was like that for a long time. And then one of my local clients, Georgette, she hit me up and she mentioned that she's like, you're not popping up. What's up with the algorithm? It's not algorithming." She called me up and she said that. And she's like, "Usually, like on my TV, you just pop up and you pop up, but you didn't pop up." And I'm like, "Oh, well, you know, they be trying to shadow ban me, but that shit don't work." I told her, "But that shit don't work." I said, "Don't worry about what it looks like." I said, "Just go onto the channel, go on the main page. If you're still subscribed, unsubscribe, subscribe again. Make sure you get the live notifications." I'm like, but I've heard over the years that I've been on here, I have had regular faithful viewers hit me up and say, "Hey, um, for some reason, I wasn't subscribed to your channel anymore." I'm like, "And for some reason, yeah, I know what reason that is." The stuff we be talking about here is so real, so authentic, and so empowering for any human that applies it, that yeah, there the powers that were don't want you to know what I'm talking about. And oh well, oh well, not our problem. We're gonna keep talking. And look, here we are, shadow band broken, open and free. All paths lead you right to me, you know, open roads, open flowing energy. We are invincible. We are free. We are abundant, prosperous, flowing, fluid, thriving. We are all that. And you are part of that energy. And one thing Spirit always told me about this channel is like, well, don't get down about how many views and how many likes and how many comments. Don't get down about how many subscribers and don't get down about that stuff. They said, because Melinda, you got to understand, when your channel grows, it's going to be indicative of where human consciousness lies. When your channel takes off and has those elevations where you get more and more viewers and it seems like, oh my God, where did everybody come from? Well, that's letting you know that human consciousness has leveled up. See, all channels and all readers are not created equal. And I'm only going to talk about myself here because I don't need to talk about nobody else. But the fact of the matter is, the way we read is always in alignment with higher consciousness, with self awareness, with universal laws, with love and peace and happiness. And that's why the channel is called that, because as long as you base everything in the foundation of love, peace, and happiness, baby, you will always go right. You will always go right. If any spell work you do, if any intentions you set, if any wishes you put into the universe are founded and grounded in love, peace, and happiness, not just for yourself, but for all the parties involved, which is a really good way to do it, because the comeback and the kickback is all love, peace, and happiness. Like, you're only going to thrive in that energy. And when we read on the channel and anything kooky comes up, anything unpleasant comes up, anything I don't like that comes up, first off, you're probably going to hear me say, I don't like it. And now you know what the face looks like when I do that. But I'm just saying, like, we always are going to guide towards solutions. And we don't do the give you half a reading and half the information and then go over to some other website or some other platform and pay for the rest of the information. We deliver it all to you. We've always given you all that we have to give because we overflow. Right here on this channel, we overflow. Yeah, we don't do the whole like vampire thing. We don't do any of that, but we overflow. Okay, and we overflow to you with all that we have for you. But back to this. You are blessed. I am blessed. Say it with me again, tribe. I am blessed. Remember, wake up in the morning, I'm blessed. Yes. Smile up on my face, no regrets. Yes. Okay. I am blessed, tribe. That is your energy. I am blessed. Okay. Ooh, the bottom of the deck is the new beginning. New beginning. Like, can you speak any louder? Can you get any clearer? Like, you're in a new beginning and you are blessed, and your new beginning is meeting your blessings. Your new beginning is filled with meeting your blessings. Oh my gosh, I'm meeting blessings here, I'm meeting blessings there, I'm meeting blessings everywhere. Mm, yes. You are favored. You are favored. And they're saying, and the blessed energy, what it means for those of you who are more into a different vernacular and don't like the religiously sounding of the word blessed, what the word blessed means is you're in alignment with who and what you truly are, because that's where all this good stuff comes in. That's where all the good stuff comes in. Absolutely. So yeah, you should enjoy that. And now I'm also seeing these two white birds here are looking like spirit guide energy. I see spirit guide energy here for you. Absolutely. You're at a new beginning. This new beginning is free and it's flowing. And to get here were so many emotions. Yes. And you had to acknowledge and look at your self worth when things were dark, when there was no evidence externally to say, hey, you're awesome. Keep going. Nobody was cheering you on. As a matter of fact, I heard just the opposite was happening. People were trying to knock you down. You know what I'm saying? And then I hear, can't nobody slow me down. Oh no, I got to keep it moving. Yes, you did. And you figured out your self worth because of what we already said. They said, stop at this one because they said you could dig all night on this. But yeah, the golden path is within, honey. You knew that if you were going to discover your blessed energy, if you were going to get into your new beginning, if for you to find and honor your self-worth and process those emotions that were so, look at how dark the energy is on both of these cards. Like there was a lot of darkness. You had to prosper, you had to prosper, but you had to process those dark emotions, that energy of self-worth. So this is just letting me know, tribe, we came from the bottom of the bottom. Why? Because a lot of people try to knock us down, and so some at some point we even might have thought we should have just stayed down. They try to beat us down with their words, with the behaviors, with all the attitudes, and all the disrespect and rejection and all that shit. But is in those dumps that we found the golden path within. And we, like my mama said, just because you was born in the shit don't mean you have to sit in it. You can get up and clean yourself off and move on. And that's exactly what Tribe did. And now look at how the energy has shifted. It's flowing, it's open, it's fluid. Yeah, baby. Fluidity is awesome. It reminds me of this famous something about quote Bruce Lee said. He said something about be like water. Water can move around anything. I don't remember the exact words. They said, look it up, look it up. They always be making me do this. Let me see. Bruce Lee quote, be like water. It just says be water, my friend. Literally. Okay, here we go. Mm. Empty your mind, be formless, shapeless like water. Now you put water in a cup, it becomes a cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes a teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend. You can do whatever you need to do. This is a highly adaptable energy. Be like water. You became fluid. You were like, okay, so this is the situation. These are the other players involved. This is what I'm gonna do. This is how I'll flow through. This is how I'll make my way. This is how I'll stand in my position. This is how I'll grow. This is how I'll blossom. This is how I'll thrive. This is how I'll flourish. This is how I'll prosper. Yeah. And a lot of words got left out. There's a lot of words we don't speak about no more. Oh, we just don't talk about that no more because we have better words. We've replaced words with better words now. And with the replacing of those words with better words, we also have better ideas, improved energy. I didn't mean to spit on you. My bad, my bad. That P came out with the furiousness. Be like water, my friend. Here's a little water. I love the way this works. It's so funny. It's so entertaining. But yes, you are blessed. So put some in my comments. Let me know you're here. I'm going to find another deck. I'm feeling drawn to pull a deck. The Interstellar Frequency gifted the channel a while back. This is a beautiful and extremely unique deck that we received. It's called the Spiral Oracle. It was gifted to me a little while back, and he was guided to send it. By this time, I was writing dates. Yeah, I got this one in 2022. Yeah. What a happy surprise. I love the cards. I got this in September of 2022, the 27th to be exact. Yeah, I write little dates. So if you send me a deck of cards now, which my Amazon wish list is listed underneath all of these live videos, if any of you want to contribute. If you don't, then don't worry about it. I'm cool. I'm still going to read here for the collective. But yeah, I'll put my information in here. So my tarot library is going to be filled with the dates I got the cards and either where I got them for myself or something special about that day or who gifted them to me. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pull for you from the Spiral Oracle. Let's see what else we have coming out in this energy. Let me go on here and just see because I feel like what's up with my comments? Who's here? Let me see. Maybe I need to look at it here. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. See, there is a bunch of comments. I knew it. I freaking knew it. They're not showing up here. So let me get let me just look at this right quick. Janine, I see you. Aphrodita. Oh, you heard me first in Spanish. Right on. From Chile. Maria Navarro. I see Tyreek. Maria, I guess I'm gonna make a list. Lord of mercy. I guess I wasn't fully prepared for this. I didn't fully prepare myself. I don't even have my notepad here. Are you serious? We don't have a notepad here? I know where I have one. Pause. No, don't pause. Hold on though. Stay live with me. Okay. So I see Tyreek is here. Um, ooh. Janine, I love your question. She said, what advice would you give someone that has trouble reading tarot? And I heard, you got to get out of your own head and you got to learn to trust your inner voice. I heard anybody who wants to read tarot or is into reading tarot is always going to have, anybody who's into reading tarot is always going to have spirit training them through their everyday, waking, regular ass life. And so how does that work? It works you when you take the turn that your intuition guided you to take, and then what do you know? You miss a whole, oh, you don't know because you missed the traffic jam. You missed the road blockage. You missed an accident. Then, there's those times where you don't listen when your spirit says, take this road today. Don't go that normal route you take. Let's go this other. And you don't listen. And then you go and then you hit a traffic jam. You hit a car, you get an accident, somebody hits you, or, it gets roadblocks or whatever. So my biggest thing, what helps me the most, honestly, in reading tarot is learning to pay attention to my life and listening when they be talking to me. Like they be like, "Oh, go back in the house. You're gonna need this." When I get ready to go in the car, like Spirit do this with me all the time. They always tell me, "Go back. You need to get this. You need to take this with you." If I don't take it with me, even if I can't see why I'm gonna need it, I heard 9 times out of 10. Yeah, 9 times out of 10. I wish I had, like, damn, I should have went and got that jacket. Or I should have brought a deck. I knew I should have listened when they said bring a deck of cards or go get an extra gallon of water or what have you. So now I'm better at listening. And even if I don't use whatever they told me when I'm gone, and I'm like, well, at least I listened. Because most of the tarot reading is going to be about listening to what your spirit is showing. Okay. So I'm gonna make a list. Please continue to be in my comment section and let me know. I'm gonna make a list. Janine commented first, but the first one was Maria. She wanted to know, and I'm gonna write it down. In love for Maria, what's coming? Okay. So, um, and if you, I'm not going to assume you want to ask a question, or I'm not going to assume that you want anything like that. Um, at all. I'm not go- I'm not gonna ask you me. I'm not gonna ask you me. You gotta put it out there. So Janine says, I still don't get notifications. I've done it. I tell you, they shall be trying to shut me down, but that don't work. That's a futile effort. I'm invincible. I reach all my people. There's open roads to me. Whether it's in my nail business that's thriving or this YouTube channel that's thriving, the people that are meant to connect with me connect with me easily, frequently, fluidly, naturally, organically, authentically, and yeah, in the realest possible way. Absolutely. I see Tyreek put it up there when I said, I am blessed. Yes, you are, honey. You are blessed. You are. I see Divine One was with us. Thank you. It's lovely to have you here. I see Divine One also put it up there, did the assignment talking about I'm blessed. Absolutely. I see my Malibu is here. Irene, welcome. Jenny, she said I had to grow in the dark. Baby, we all did. Jenny Glass said I had to grow in the dark. We all had to grow in the dark. Like literally every seed starts in the dirt, in the ground. They all start in the dirt, in the ground. They all start in the dark, you know? Absolutely. Um, Spirits Nine asks, "Do you believe being a water can help you out?" Well, I mean, we're already made of water, mostly more than anything. So when you say that, the first thing I hear is, I mean, being yourself will always help you out. Absolutely. Yeah. Let me see what else we got. I see Pressure, honey. I see Joe, yeah. Imana Ornelas. Okay. Hey Sham, I got the pack on your birthday. What pack? What pack did I talk about a pack? I didn't hear. Okay, you have to forgive me. I like what Joe said. Flow and don't second guess. Absolutely. Janine said she go blank when she try to read tarot. Taylor, Jesus is my bro. Yes, Jesus loves me. Jesus loves me. This I know. And it's not because I need a Bible to tell me so. Jesus be coming through in my readings. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know. Like, Jesus is my bro. For real. Okay. Um, Flow and don't second guess. So a lot of my training again came through life. I remember when I would have experiences, a client, a new nail client, she wants to try a new shape, a new color she never did before, whatever. And then if I didn't listen, I found out that I should have said something, because now I'm redoing 3 nails or 10 nails or more than one nail. If I would have listened and asked her, are you sure you like this? Do you want to change to something that you're used to? I would have saved myself time and energy. Yeah. The person was talking about the deck of cards. Oh, yeah, but which one? The spiral one. Ah, yes, the spiral. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying. That's awesome. Apparently, Hashem, you're supposed to be here. Hashem. Yeah, this September 27, 22. I'm sure the year is off. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. You'd only be 4 years old. How cute. But yeah, um, everything that happens here is for a reason. So I see Maria's the one who's asking what's coming, but I feel like pulling some more collective energy first before we go into your personals. Please feel free to stay in my comments if you have a personal question, or if you just want an oracle card. If you just want me to pull you a tarot card, you could just put any tarot card in the comment. Any tarot card for me, please. Or you could put any oracle card for me, please. Or if you need to get specific, you could get specific. I am thinking about one card pulls, just for the fact that uh, I'm thinking that we might actually have a list. So thank you so much for being here. But let's see, what's the most important message for our love and peace and happiness tribe at this time? from this lovely spiral oracle that we have. So many of you have gifted so many things. Oh, thank you. Precious says she love it here. This feels refreshing. What a beautiful compliment. It's because we vibe. It's because we tribe. It's because we got that golden thread of love and peace and happiness that runs through our soul. It's what we be. It's who we are. It's what we know. It's what we show. And it's what we grow. Okay. Are you done now? Okay. The card now? Okay. Thank you. Everything is connected, honey. Everything is connected. All roads lead to you. All roads lead to this channel. All roads lead to me. All roads lead to tribe. All roads lead to love and peace and happiness. Whoo, that's a huge macro message they just gave me. They said, absolutely, all roads lead to tribe and all roads lead to love and peace and happiness. Just like the waters could hit the mountains and the rivers and the lakes and the brooks and all these other places and the dirt. Eventually, all water returns to the ocean, Spirit said. And you are all love and peace and happiness. So you all will eventually return to what you truly are, which is the divine. So y'all can fight it all you want to, but that's why fighting it feels like crap. That's why when you want to be angry, miserable, bitter, resentful, and spiteful, and all that, it feels like shit. You be an angry bird. You don't want to be an angry bird. The tribe is not an angry bird. The tribe knows that everything is connected. We are connected. Oh my goodness. Thank you. This is beautiful. This line work down here is showing me a grid. We, the tribe, form a grid. Like Janine is way over there in New Zealand. And then we got Maria all the way from Chile. Okay, tribe, where you at? Put it in the comments. Let us know where you at, because we're connected. And when we're tapped into this channel, whether you're watching a live, whether you're watching a video that was produced yesterday, last week, last month, or 5 years ago, or 10 years ago, or anytime you are on this channel, you're tapped in with the tribe. And you, especially with the older videos, you reactivate that network. The network of energy that's tapped into each video gets reactivated with every view. That's awesome. I never thought about that. New shit coming through, new shit. Yay. Interesting. Oh, we have Jay Calderwood from New Zealand as well. I see Precious from Louisiana. Louisiana. You got to say it right. If you go say Louisiana, you got to say Louisiana. Louisiana is not the way you say it. I'm just saying. Not if you're from Louisiana. Oh, okay. So yeah, I love knowing where we're from because we form an energetic grid of love and peace and happiness, of tribe energy that grows and flows around everything like water, baby, like water. You want it? I got it. Dripping like water. You want it? I got it. Dripping like water. So one of the things that I practice in my personal life, I don't know how much I've talked about this on the channel, is with all of you viewers, with all of the subscribers, with all of the likers, commenters, with all the sharers, with all those who follow, whether it's here on TikTok, with all the ones who come to my nail salon and they love that place and they bring their energy and they bring their money and they bring their good times, and sometimes they bring drinks and sometimes they bring food, but they bring themselves. I always know that they thrive and they prosper and their paths are open and they're thriving and prospering and abundant and healthy and wealthy and blessed, and all roads are open for them. And so that's the same thing that I do here with all of you. I don't know all of you personally. A lot of you I'll never meet in person, but that's okay. I know you're here. And when I say every viewer, every supporter, every lover, every follower, every subscriber, everybody that's in alignment with me, thank you that they are blessed and thriving and healthy and wealthy. Absolutely, the whole universe hears that. So, that's something that all of y'all can get in on if you want. I'm just saying it's real easy to get in on that. So what had happened was a long time ago I realized, like, sometimes it's so hard to do stuff for myself, in the sense of the visions, the intentions, the all that stuff. There's resistance in it and I have to work through it. But when I want to be the blessing for somebody else or put the energy, the magic, and the blessings on another person, hoo-wee, that shit goes quick and easy and unrestricted. My well wishes for others, oh my God, so well, so easy, so instant. It's beautiful. And I see it all the time. And so I stay general because you all have what you need, but I'm just like, give them whatever they need. Bring them back. Bring them back to me. Bring them back to their energy. Bring them back to their self. Bring them back to their power. Give them everything that they need so that they'll be healthy, wealthy, and blessed, and thriving, and prospering, and loving their life. This is always the intention. Everything is always connected. We are all connected to one another, and we can work magic for ourselves. Yeah, we can work that really we can. But I'm going to tell you, like I said, there's always, when you're doing energy work for yourself, you're always going to have to go through and process anywhere where you have resistance, counterproductive thoughts or beliefs or behaviors, anything like that. When you set intentions to beautify the life of another, it's very unrestricted if it's coming from a pure place. Oh, but we already talked about our foundation, which is what, tribe? Oh, love and peace and happiness. It's the payday energy, right? I'm just saying that's what it is. Yeah. So absolutely. I see Sharbird is with us. I see Betty Boop, the West Side Betty Boop in the house. Okay, throw up your W's, baby. I'm just saying, Betty Boop, double B in the house. Okay. Mm. Let me see what's at the bottom of this spiral oracle. The bottom of the spiral oracle is a dance of heartbeats. The dance of heartbeats. Let me say that one more time. For emphasis, yes, please, and thank you. The dance of heartbeats. Dance, dance, dance. That's what I heard. Okay. Okay. What is this song you're giving me? There's a song. No, it's okay. Now they changed the song on me. Now they're giving me Love Shack in a Love Shack. Okay. Is that what does it say? It's a freaky little place where we can get together. A love shack, baby. A love shack, baby. Okay, so yeah, if you've been with the channel before, you know I channel a lot of music. A lot of times it will cut me off with songs that I haven't even listened to in forever and make me sing them to you because it's a message, through songs. And so often we also channel a lot of musicians that have passed on. Like Michael loves to come through. So does Aaliyah. Yeah. Yeah. And Michael's like, yeah, I'm talking about the man in the mirror. Okay. That's what he's talking about. The man in the mirror. He's trying to remind us to check the man in the mirror. And Aaliyah loves to come through and sing, let me know, let me know. Yes, because at your best, you are love. Yeah, she said, you're a positive, motivating force within my life. Yes, you are. The dance of heartbeats. You feel it. And then Michael again talking about, can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? That was the theme song for the retreat from the first time I did it. That song came through so strong. Lord of mercy. Can you feel it? Yeah, absolutely. So the dance of heartbeats, a lot of different musicians will come through, and it's because we're all connected by this gold thread of heart, right? How the ending song go? I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. The golden thread that shines all the way through, called love and peace and happiness. That part. That's why everything is connected through the golden thread of your heart. Beautiful energy with the dance of heartbeats. It's you've been in this energy of enjoying the best you can that life has to offer you. You've been compassionate, you've been kind, you've been considerate. You've been willing to go with the flow. and move in harmony. The thing about dancing is it's harmonic, baby. You gotta have some rhythm. You gotta have some rhythm. And that's what it's all about. You've been in rhythm with life, with yourself, with people, with the energy flowing. Be like water, my friend Bruce said. Be like water, my friend. Mhm. It's all connected. Lovely. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Let me see. Ah, no, they want more oracle cards. This one right here, the lunar oracle. This came from Malibu. Yeah, this one was given to me from Malibu. June 20th of 2023, Malibu sent this deck of cards to me for us. Isn't that lovely? I love the way this energy works. Absolutely lovely. I see Robert is with us. Robert, my accent is from the fucking hood in Denver, baby, and it comes and goes. Some people tell me from time to time, I'll even hear that I sound super Asian. Once in a while, they tell me I sound like I'm from LA, but most of the time, I hear that I sound like I'm from down south. I grew up in a neighborhood called Globeville in Denver. It's urban as fuck. And a lot of my neighbors and friends as a child were from Mississippi. And a lot of my family members, all from that neighborhood, talk with the sort of a southern sound, right? Um, but it just depends on where you hear me, because sometimes I sound like I'm just white bread as fuck too. Like it just depends on what. But the more and more as I've evolved and grown, the southern energy is really strong in me. I'm totally convinced that at some point I was a southern belle or a southern gentleman or something like that, because that shit is thick, and it's like the more the real the channeling is, the more the southern sounds in me. Lord of mercy, would you stop itching head? Ooh, and I got the retreat coming Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I might have to redo my head so I can wash it. Lord of mercy. What today is Sunday? Yeah. Oh boy. Let me see what else we have for the tribe. What else do we have? Most important messages for the tribe. I like this deck a lot. It's one of my favorites because it's so big. As a matter of fact, so I've had a lot of dreams. I've had a lot of dreams where I'm in an alternate dimension and I have tarot decks. And in every dimension, this has happened like three different occasions where I've had extremely vivid dreams where it's like in Flash. Every other version of I think it's from the show Flash. Every other version of our world is destroyed, or maybe it's from like the Avengers or something like that. But whatever, every other alternate dimension reality of Earth that I have seen myself on is pretty fucked up. It's like, what do they call it? Like Fallout. It's like aftermath. It's like a dystopian society. That's what they call it. But in all of these, I have tarot decks. In no reality do I have more tarot decks and oracle decks than in this reality. In this one, I have the most. But there was one where I specifically remember, and I always think about it, and it's crazy because it was so real seeing that and being there in that dream that sometimes I look for the deck here. No bullshit, hands down. I look for that deck here sometimes, but it was 8 by 10 sheets and it was a huge deck of cards, but they were like 8 by 10. Maybe that's one that I make. Maybe that's one that I make. That'll be wild. Thank you for the comment on my hair, Iman. I appreciate that, love. Oh, you're Anna or Lena? Oh, is that what it is? Okay. What's the most important message for the tribe? What's the most important message for? Oh, well, it says when you put yourself center stage, it's easier to see the next step, and it's a wild card. That resonates heavy. Do you know how many times Spirit have told me I was a wild card and had me channel that to people? I'm a wild card. I'm not supposed to exist. I'm 5'9". I'm 5 feet and 9 inches tall. That's 69 inches, ladies. I'm 69 inches tall, but I'm Mexican and Korean. I'm not supposed to exist. I'm just saying, I'm not supposed to say. And my taste, like, I'm, like I said, I'm like a Southern belle. The music that I listen to a lot of Latin music, though, don't get it twisted. But oh, the rhythm and blues and the soul and the funk and the oldies and the old school and the Motown and all that. Yes, please, we gonna get down. Now James coming through talking about get up off of that thing and dance. You feel better. Yes, they just caught me roller skating to that, and I was grooving and dancing on the roller skates. Maybe I'll post that video here. But you got to be on center stage, baby. It's easier to see the next step. Oh, yes. Okay. So Daniel Caesar has a song and it's called Superpowers. Yeah, it's called Superpowers. Go make a note. Make a note. Send yourself a note. I'll put it in the comments. Daniel Caesar Superpowers. Go listen to that song. Because he said, "You're the main character now. You're the main character now." You got to be the main character in your life, which is exactly what this wild card energy is about. Being center stage. You got to be the main character in your life. In that song, when I tell you, so 2016, I got booked to go do celebrity nails for a specific celebrity backstage at the Soul Train Awards here in Las Vegas. So I went, and there wasn't that many people that knew about Daniel Caesar, but let me tell you something. He had like 20,000 followers on Spotify when I found Get You and fell in love and got obsessed with Daniel Caesar. So I'm sitting backstage waiting for this lady to get ready, so I get ready with what she got to do so I could do her nails and get the fuck up out of there. But anyways, they were doing their live rehearsal for the show that would be aired live, but they were doing a live rehearsal prior to the show. I got to listen to Daniel Caesar sing from the speaker because everybody could hear the live rehearsal throughout the entire facility. And I was like, oh my God, yes. So in that song Superpowers, he talks about, hey, Ro, I see you, baby. In that song Superpower, he talks about Remember Vegas. And I'm like, yes, because that was a pivotal, him talking about Remember Vegas. I know that's what he's talking about. I never met the man. Well, maybe I will. Maybe I did in the future. That's fine. I loved meeting Daniel Caesar in the future. It was awesome. We vibed. He liked my hair too. He liked my energy. He was like, I got to watch your YouTube. I'm like, yes, you do. He's like, I'll hit you up for a mani pedi when I come to Vegas next time. I'm like, right on. I was like, and you know, you can fly me out wherever you want me to go to. Okay. Anyways, facts are he that was epic for him because that was a huge show for him in Vegas. He was still fresh off the printer back then, baby. He was fresh off the no, they don't make him like him. He's the one and original. They broke the mold when they was done with him. Kind of like with me, you know what I'm saying? This is the energy. Put yourself center stage. It makes it easier to be seen and it makes it easier to see everything around. When you're standing on stage, baby, you can see everything. You can see all the paths, you can see where it's crowded, you can see where it'll move, you can see all sorts of stuff. But you can't see all that stuff if you're down there in the crowd. I mean, that part. If you're in the general admission, you can't see it. If you're on stage, you can see everything. Mm. And that's one thing that will help anybody that's wanting to read tarot, like Janine had asked. She wanted to know what advice for people who want to read tarot. The other thing about reading tarot, so, ooh, that's a good one. Going back to that, they want me to talk about that for a minute. If you want to know, like, I have my own card meanings to the cards, right? You can ask spirit to show you what's a card that means this. Like, let's say you're having a feeling or you're in a situation. You can ask that the cards show you which card means that what you're thinking of, and then boom, now you got your own definition. And so then when the card comes out, your job is to stare at that card and see why spirit pulled that card out for you. But you gotta know that everything happens for a reason, including the fucking cards. And those cards ain't more powerful for you. It really don't matter if they were gifted to you or you bought them from a store or you fucking made them on freaking blank index cards like I do. And oh my god, I saw one lady, she made her own online index cards. I copied her. I don't even know what her channel was. She hasn't come on my stuff in a long time, but um she made a tarot deck for herself like that. And I was like, "Oh, I'm going to make my own oracle cards. That's a great idea. I could use all my artistic talents and show the world what else I can do." And so, yeah, I've been doing that for a long time. And so now, like, all these readers have their own handmade decks, and I think it's awesome. That's a great way to put your own energy on things. A great way to put yourself on center stage. I'm saying just floss and gloss, baby. The world would be boring as fuck if we didn't come out and show what we got. Like, show your shit, do your thing. Like James Brown said, get off of that thing. In dancing, you feel better. Okay, you got to get up off that thing. Okay. And then I hear Earth, Wind, and Fire saying, "You're a shining star. No matter who you are, shining bright, you'll see what you can truly be." Yes, that's what they're saying. Okay. So, yeah, that's what comes out here from the lunar oracle for you. Put yourself When you put yourself center stage, it's easier to see the next step. So who's coming to Vegas? Any of you coming to Vegas? Are you gonna surprise me and show up at my birthday party on Wednesday? I'm just saying, or at the retreat Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I would love to have you. I hope you are going to be here. No, I trust that who's going to be here is going to be here. And, maybe next year because whew, I think this is going back to every year again. This is the bottom of this deck. The new moon says, instead of trying harder, try differently. And Tribe is like, yeah, this shit is hard enough. What the fuck do you mean try harder? I'm not doing anything harder. I'm looking for another way, a better way. It's got to be a better way. It's got to be a better day. And yeah, that's why you have this new beginning because you're trying differently instead of doing the same old shit. Oh, that hamster's wheel energy. Yeah, Tribe is not playing. Tribe did not come to play about the hamster's wheel energy. Get the fuck out of my way. I'm moving on. Type of vibes. It comes through all the time because everything is connected. If you stay spinning your hand, I mean, unless you're trying to generate some energy, maybe sometimes. So what? Why did I say that? Because spinning the wheel can generate energy, like our roller skates. Me and my grandsons all got roller skates from this one dude named Steve here in Vegas. He be selling roller skates, hella deals. Brand new roller skates, but they got light up wheels. So if I post that video of me dancing, roller skating and dancing to that James Brown song, like I said, you'll see my roller skate wheels lights up. The boys do the same thing, but they're not battery operated because as the wheels spin, they generate the electricity needed to light them up. It's so freaking cool on the roller skating ring. I'm just saying. So sometimes you might need to stay on that hamster's wheel to generate some electricity, some energy to light some shit up. I love the way this happens. I love the way this comes through. That's how you're going to be a better reader. You're going to hear some random ass shit that don't make sense, but if you just keep talking through it and walking through it, you'll reach the point eventually. Mm, absolutely. Thank you so much, Roro. I often have really cool makeup, but I don't always get on camera because I just feel like y'all need to look at the cards. Focus on the message. I know I'm pretty to look at though. I know. Thank you. Mommy and Daddy did a damn good job when they got together. What can I say? Oh, yeah, because they also gave me the artistic talents that allows me to adorn my ancestors this way. That's mostly what got me back into wearing makeup. No bullshit. Cause y'all, if you've been here for years, like Malibu and Janine, they know that I didn't wear makeup for years. And I would go live and show my face with no makeup. I don't have a problem with showing you my face with no makeup. Cause I'm gorgeous either way. However, my ancestors came through and they said, we love it when you adorn us by beautifying the gorgeousness that you already are. Just add some more. I'm like, oh, okay. And when my ancestors showed me that it was a form of recognizing and appreciating them, honoring my ancestors, when I take my natural beauty and add my artistry to it. That's the way they gave it to me. That I add my artistry to the natural beauty that they bestowed upon me. That I was chosen to receive. Hey, because they trust and believe I was chosen. It was a whole lot of them that came before me that could have looked like this, but they gave it to me. They could have talked like this, could have did all the things that these hands and feet can do and this body can do, baby. But they gave it to me. And one of the best things they gave me was this face right here. And so they were like, yeah, um, when you decorate your face and you enhance your beauty and enhance your features with the makeup and your artistry and your artistic talents, all you do is honor your ancestors. I'm like, oh, okay. And so that made me start putting the makeup on more. So, I mean, there's that. And I just wanted to allow you all to sit and see me as we do this in gratitude for the 9,000. Crossing the line of 9,000. The next line we're crossing is the 10,000. But you know what? One of these days we cross the 100,000 line. And one of these days we cross the million line. And I already know it's done. It's done. It's already done. All I got to do is keep showing up. That shit is easy. Get up here and talk to y'all is easy. I mean, even if I get busy, and I ain't got the time on one day, trust and believe I'm coming back. I'm always coming back. Even if I was sick or not feeling well or just busy as fuck, or maybe I'm not busy. Maybe I ain't doing shit but sitting on my ass, but Spirit said, don't do it today. And then I listen, but I'm always coming back. I'm always coming back. And after I'm gone and my time, my 200, I'm over 250 years old and I transition back into spirit. I'm still going to be here. Y'all are still going to be listening because I will have created thousands and thousands of videos that it will take you a whole fucking lifetime to listen to all of them. Because I feel like I've already done that. Like, how many views? Let me just see something. I want to know how many videos do we have on this channel? Let me see if it's in my YouTube. Let me see. Does it say how many videos I have? Mm-mm-mm. I don't want last 28 days. I want like lifetime. How many videos have I made? Lord of mercy. I'm looking. I'm looking. Give me a moment because I want to know. Account status. No, that's not it. Maybe from my laptop I can tell. Anyways, we've created a lot of freaking videos. I know that much. And I feel like it's thousands and thousands. If any of you can see how many videos I've made, can you put it in the comments? Please and thank you. Because I feel like I'm squirrel being distracted right now. And I want to get back to you. A lot. Tyreek said a lot. Yes. Hi, Aisha. I'm grateful for you being Janine. Janine be learning all my speech patterns. She learns my favorite things to say and then she feeds them back to me. And that's so cute. Like she's my friend in New Zealand. And one of these days I'm finna do a live from her porch. I already saw it. So it's done. It's done. It's already done. If you want to pay for that trip, let me know. I'm just saying. Any of you. I didn't mean Janine specifically. If any of you want to see me go live from Janine's porch, all you gotta do is reach out to me. If you want to pay for it, that's fine. If you want to pay for me to come go live from your porch, all you gotta do is reach out to me. I'm just saying. Or your kitchen table. I didn't know. Y'all are funny. They know that I have an issue with asking y'all for things. And so it's like, how dare you channel that through my voice box? Yeah, they're laughing their ass off at me right now. Okay. Which one next? Which one next? I'm seeing the Oracle of Shadows and Light. And I want y'all to go ahead and get in there Get in my comments if you want a personal question or if you want me to pull you or okay, so if you want a personal question, put your personal question in. I'm looking at one card answers just so you know. If you want me to pull you any oracle card from whatever spirit guides me, put any oracle card. If you want me to pull you any tarot card, put any tarot card. Right now the list looks like Maria and Janine. And I didn't see anybody else put it in there. So you don't have to put it in. I'm not forcing myself on nobody. That's not how I operate. I don't force myself on nobody. I ain't gonna make you. Tyreek said any card. Okay, so I'm gonna put Tyreek down. I'm making a list on my table because I'm gonna keep doing this, and I don't know how long it's gonna go. When I get to you, I will mention your name, and if you're still here, great, you'll be live. If you're not here, you can go ahead and watch it on the replay because I don't know how long this is gonna go. But Spirit was like, "Yeah, get ready, get your smokes, get an ashtray, get plenty of water, get a full cup of water." I'm like, "Oh, okay." What they didn't tell me was to get that notepad and pen, though. See how they do? See how they do me? Mm-mm-mm. Let me see what we have from the Oracle of Shadows and Light. But they gave me a vision of this card is filled with tables filled with tables. This card is filled with tables. Lord have mercy. Stop it. Say shit right. They're cracking up right now. They're like, we got you again. Oh my God, you guys are hilarious. See, me and spirit, me and my highest self, me and my angels, ancestors, and guides. Oh, look at she got mellow puffs, love. I have some of those too. I'm just saying. I always have plenty of those. Yeah, we're on a casual conversational basis. Like if I get irritated with them or how shit is going before I calm and chill, I could be like, what the fuck? And they'll totally love me still and help me out. But we're on a very casual conversational basis, which is a lot of why the channel looks the way it does, So let's see. Also, why do we want to tell them that? Why do they care? I'm Anna. I'm putting you on, baby. She said, any card. Okay. I see ya. Um, Tell the DJ bring it back. Tell the DJ bring it back. Tell the DJ bring it back. Oh, Lordy mercy. Mm. Uh, let's see what's the most important message from the Oracle of Shadows and Light. I think I bought this. Hold on, where did I get this one from? This one from Malibu or from me? Oh, a gift to me from me. November 29th, 2020. A gift from me to me. Okay. Yeah, because I really like so if you want to go on my Amazon wish list, anything Lucy Cavendish with these really freaking cute feminine centric characters, I love. OMG, I love these. I'm just saying, love. Okay, so what is the most important message for the tribe that you have for Miss Jack? Please and thank you. The sea storm, calm amid chaos, honey. The whole world could be falling the shit in a shingle out there, and you gonna be good. Emotional mastery. Make sure you maintain your emotional mastery. We can't be tossed about like the waves of the sea. Not at all. Not at all. We have to be consistent in our character, consistent in our energy. Some of the storms that be happening out there are a direct side effect of us being consistently in this love and peace and happiness and thriving and spiritual evolution and soul growth and processing and cutting cords and canceling soul contracts and all the old bullshit, just letting it stop rolling down the fucking hill. Let it get run into the ground. I heard the buck stops here. It ends with me. I broke all that shit. Ooh, they're getting real sassy right now. They say, I broke all that shit. It ends with me. That's tribe energy, baby. That's you. That's me. That's we. That's us. Mm-hmm. Absolutely, baby. We broke so much karmic soul contracts and repetitive generational curses. We are a tribe. You know what? I tell people all the time. Yes, I do have a lot of subscribers. People, normal people who don't YouTube create content and shit like that. They were like, damn, you got my grandsons, Grandma, you have so many subscribers. You have 9,000 subscribers. They'll tell me, they'll check. They'll be like, Grandma, you have this many subscribers. You have so many people. That's awesome. And I'm like, yes. And I'm just like, watch when that shit hits a million. They really gonna lose their hits. But what they're saying is, no matter the size of the tribe, we are so fucking potent, baby. We're like the cashier at Winco tonight. So Winco is the grocery store that's open 24 hours and it's about 3 minutes from where I live. And one of my favorite checkout people there is this girl who's probably about 4'6" tall. And so I came through her line tonight and I was like, how's my favorite dynamite? And she just laughed. Like the other lady laughed too. And I'm like, well, dynamite comes in small packages. They're small but mighty, like our tribe. I know there's other YouTube channels and they have I don't care how many, but they got a lot of subscribers. You know what I'm saying? And that's fine. That's fine. How they said it in the biblical way. Is it, mm, there's a wide road and a narrow road. And all the people go down the wide road, but narrow and few are on the narrow road. In tribe, we are narrow road people, if you want to take it biblically. We are narrow road people. Everybody ain't willing to walk that narrow road. You know what I'm saying? They said a road with the pathway called love and the guardrails called peace and happiness, honey. Those are the guardrails on our road. So as long as we stay on that road, yeah, there's a lot of shit going on out there. But we are the calm. And the other part of it is, so we don't, what they're saying is, tribe, you don't have to worry about shit, right? The world is doing all types of shit. It's gonna do what it do. The politic is gonna politic, and the society is gonna society, and they gonna do what the fuck the religion's gonna be doing religion. They gonna do what they do. But by us holding that divine authenticity in love and peace and happiness, we're dynamite, baby. We are dynamite. We're small but potent. We're mighty. And our energy is far reaching and touches everything. And when I say it touches everything, I mean everything. We alone, us, tribe energies, even the ones we don't know yet and who haven't tapped into us yet, we have enough power in us and enough love and peace and happiness to influence this entire globe. And we already have been. And I already saw that baby, if y'all didn't know, the quarantine was our fault. I said it. I meant it. That was channeled. The quarantine is our fault. Why? Our soul growth and evolution hit such a level that it touched the whole fucking globe. And the powers that were thought that separating humans was going to diminish our potency. All they did was give us time to connect even more deep, even more profoundly with ourselves and one another. Through connection to ourselves, we connect to one another. When you realize that you are the whole universe and you are all the divine and you are all that is, it taps you in with all the others that know that about themselves too. And that's how we became so powerful, potent, and mighty that we influenced the globe enough to where it had to shut down and run the new program. They had to update the program. And so everybody, the whole computer system had to shut down at once, honey. The storm is outside, and some of these storms are necessary because after the storm, the sky is clear, the waters are clear. Do you know how much magical, beautiful shit happened during the quarantine? I mean, I'm sure you could add some shit to the comments, but you know what I heard? Polluted Venice canals? The water was clear and the sea creatures were swimming in them again. Mm, yep. The LA smog dissipated. Yeah, it did that. I remember hearing about that. A lot of stuff happened. You know how many people during the quarantine invented products, businesses, and other innovations and ideas? Do you know how many people got kickstarted in their awakening during the quarantine? My daughter was one of them. She started awakening right at the very beginning of the quarantine. Everything started clicking into place. So much greatness came through that energy. Yeah, absolutely. So if they try to make anything crazy out there or anywhere where you see the crazy out there, you just need to remember who the fuck you are, fix your crown and keep moving. Honey, you don't let your crown get too tilted because it might fall down. But we don't do that. We maintain the crown right here. As a matter of fact, try do this exercise with me real quick, should you choose, because I'm not telling folks what to do, but I'll make a suggestion should you choose to and set the mission. Feel your crown right quick. Feel your crown. Can you feel your crown? Honey, you got a whole crown. As a matter of fact, if you can't feel your crown, do this with me. Do this with me. Go here and go up. And take it as far as your arms can reach. And then see that energy just tap out all the way to the universe. If you couldn't see your crown or feel your crown, after doing that, you should be able to. When you put your hand like this, you're going to feel that energy. That's your crown, baby. Because the crown sits right above your head. That's where the crown be. Absolutely. And it connects you to everything. Okay. You are the calm amidst the storm. What's at the bottom of the deck? The dress of alchemy, release your power. And we just talked about that. I don't feel like I need to talk about this anymore. I do not. So they're telling me now to go into some of these oracle cards. Maria from Chile, are you still here, Mama? Because I'm about to pull a card for you. They want to know what's coming. You wanted to know what's coming for you in love, and I'm asking Spirit to show me which deck of cards to pull for your energy. It's over here. Oh, this one. Okay, got it. For your energy, they show me the Muse Tarot. So let's get a card for Maria from Chile. What's coming in love for you? What's coming in love for Maria from Chile? Hi, Vicky. I see you. If you'd like a tarot card, put a tarot card. If you'd like an oracle card, put an oracle card. If you like any card, put any card. And I will pull you any card, whatever. If you have a personal question, you could put a personal question, but I'm giving one card answers. Okay. So let's see what's coming in love for Maria from Chile. Maria, well, you got the high priestess. It's Virgo energy. So love is going to bring you opportunities to tap in more with your intuition. You're going to have feelings about different suitors that will come towards you. Spirit is going to train you through them. They say, remember that you can always change your mind. Remember that nothing is forever. And remember that every experience in love is a teacher. So your best course of action is to always ask what the lessons are from every connection in love. But Spirit is going to use love for you to help you hear better, like they did with my nail salon for me. Yeah, remember I talked about if I would ask them, "Do you really like this? Do you want to go back to the normal color or the normal shape?" And if I had asked the fucking question when I first heard it, then I would have got an answer that would have saved me time and product. But I didn't listen quite often. So pay attention to your intuition. They're going to train you things. And another thing I'm hearing, they're now showing me another experience I had across the nail table. I was sitting at my table and the client came in, and in the few seconds that it took her to sit at my desk to get from the entry door to the desk and sit in the chair, I kept hearing, ask if there's any new children, ask if there's any new children in the family. And I'm like arguing with them saying, hey, that's a stupid question. Who the fuck asks that question? And I'm saying that silently in my head while I'm having a verbal conversation. Say, hey, how you doing today? Come on in. It's so good to see you again. I'm ready. Are you ready? And she's like, yeah, I'm ready. She's like, by the way, did I tell you Nani was pregnant? And I was like, huh? So you're saying there's a new kid in the family? Okay. And I'm like, okay, I hear you. I hear you. You're telling me things that there's no reason for me to know before they come and tell me. So pay attention to that. Learn what the voice of your own intuition sounds like, because love, yeah, they tricked you. They tricked you because it was open. You can ask whatever question you want, right? But they tricked you because love is always a classroom for soul growth and evolution. There are assignments. And so that's the assignment you're on. And that's the answer that I have for you, Maria from Chile. All right. I'm going to go for Janine next. Janine wanted to get advice about reading tarot. So let's see. They're showing me to pull a selection from the handmade oracle cards. So let's grab that. They said this fat section right here would work. Oh, they didn't have me do that with any of the other decks today. So you can, thank you. They said, Janine, one thing you can do to let your cards and let your consciousness and let your body know that you're about to read is the tap. It's like, hello, wake up. I'm here. We're starting fresh. We're getting into these messages. You ready to work? Okay. It's like it's like setting an intention. Just 3 taps on your deck could be very useful for you. What's the most important message here for Janine about reading tarot? Ha! XOXO, they love you. Remember that they love you. The cards are not against you. Your intuition is not against you, and your soul team is not against you either. It all loves you. It loves when you realize what they're saying. It loves when you know that, yes, you can read it. Yes. Oh, and they said one good thing that you could enjoy the practice of is to pick one card, whether it's the night before about tomorrow, whether it's the morning for the day coming. Ask one question and get one card and use that. Use that to absorb, reflect upon that card, see how the energy of that card presents itself through the day. Learn to read your cards with the energy of your everyday life, because they're going back to the same thing we said earlier, which is your everyday life is giving you the lessons. Okay, your everyday life is giving you the lessons. Ah, thank you. And they just cut me off and said, yeah. And just like Melinda has this tendency to um pay attention more to her channel and rather than compare her channel to everybody else's channel like she used to do, and she stopped doing that a long time ago, and look at her channel is growing. So they're saying for you it's also would be wise to not compare yourself to other readers and other people with their abilities. Focus on your own. More you, less them. Use your cards. One card a day would be a great practice. You might even journal about it a little bit if you're not opposed to journaling. Okay. um yeah, I heard that's what we have for you. Now I'm gonna pick any card for Tyreek. So I got, if you don't know, like there's a whole wall of cards behind the camera, and on this side there's another wall of cards. Like I said, a whole lot. So which card? Okay, they're showing me the Wild Unknown Tarot, which is not in this box because I have it put over here. Here it is. So let's get a message for you, Tyreek. You didn't have a question. You just said any card, any tarot or oracle card. So we're going to pull for you a card from the Wild Unknown Tarot is what I was shown for you. Let's see for you, Tyreek. What's the most important message you have for Tyreek right now? Ooh. We have the Four of Cups energy, and I said, ooh, because there was this reading I did about the rat ass cup. They said, don't let nobody give you no rat ass cup. Ooh, wee. There's something here about leftovers. Like you don't need somebody's leftovers. And it's okay for you to say, you could keep that rat ass cup. Yeah. So there's something the rat ass is coming through as an unpleasant, undesirable, negative fucking energy that is trying to or would like to sit on top of your cups of stability, of emotional stability. What is that? Because it feels, honestly, it feels like there's this thought of your own, a focus upon an other. Well, this is giving me blame energy. They did this to me. They did that to me. It's low key. It's a energy of victimization. It is. Okay, they're saying it is. You don't see it that way. You're right. What you're saying is valid. Spirit is honoring that. You're absolutely right. They're a bunch of rat ass bastards. And what they did was fucking dirty as fuck. They were dirty as fuck. They should have never did that shit. Spirit is not saying that you're wrong. They're saying you're absolutely right. But they're saying all that's going to do, your focus on that is going to fucking cover up your own emotional stability. And then you'll have rat ass cups for yourself. Yeah, because they're saying they leave their traces of filth there. And then now you got to clean everything up again. They're saying you'll go so much further if you don't have to stop and clean your cups of emotional stability up every time. So remember that bullshit that they do goes back home to them. And to stay in your character, they're saying go back to the fix your crown and keep going energy. Yeah, don't let them sit in your auric field and don't choose to relive the moments of what they have done to you because it's not going to serve you well at all. It just turns your cups into rat ass cups, and that's not what you want, and that's not what spirit wants for you, and that's not what your highest self wants for you. And so they're saying, we know you've been doing the best you could, but your best is going to keep getting better the more you keep doing the best you could. And we're bringing it out because you didn't ask for any specific thing, but they said this is the most important thing that you could do for yourself right now. So whoever they are, they said all of them, they said all of them, all the rat ass bastards. I heard there's a lot of rat ass bastards in the world, and you meeting them, oh, they said you meeting them is to let you know exactly what you are not. And the only reason they be trying to try you is because of your position and who you really are. Like you, and then they're bringing back Earth, Wind, and Fire, talking about you're a shining star, no matter who you are. Yeah, they're saying because there's this shining star of energy that you are, and they would love to squash it. They would love to crash it down. They would love to diminish it, and that's all that is. So if you get angry, if you hold on to it, if you replay it in your mind, then it's literally giving that negativity what it wants to survive and thrive. And you don't have to do that. They say you don't have to do that. They also said, remember, you could say no to anything. You don't have to accept nothing. You could say no. You could say no. And you could say yes to the shit that makes sense. But if it don't make sense, you can say no. And you can change your mind. Okay. But let the energy of their own negativity that they would love to project at you, throw at you, and cast into your engine like a monkey wrench, trying to mess up your engine and mess up your gears and stop your gearbox from flow. Yeah, let that shit bounce off of you. They be like the little kids. What you say sticks. What is it? I'm rubber, yo glue. What you say bounce off of me and stick onto you. Yeah, like that. Okay. Interesting message for you, Tyreek. All right. Let's see. I'm Anna. I'm Anna said she wants any card also. So, which deck do you want me to pull for I'm Anna? It's over there. Oh, okay, that one. They're showing me the gold ink oracle cards. Let's see what we have for you. And this was given to me May 14th, 2024 from Malibu. Thank you, Malibu. So let's see. Oh, okay. They want me to tap on the deck for you too. Okay. I'm Anna. What's the message for I'm Anna? Please and thank you. They want 2 more shuffles for you. Sometimes they do that. They tell me how much to shuffle the deck. Really, there's no get it wrong. There's no get it wrong. I could pull it fresh out the box, pick any card from anywhere in the deck, and it'd be perfect. But I heard, oh yeah, it's because Melinda likes the sound and the feel of the shuffling, and you guys enjoy it too. Oh, okay. What's the most important message for Anna right now? What message do you have for Anna? She's willing to hear any message, and this is the deck you showed for her. So, what is the message for Anna? Thank you. Overwhelmed. It's the card of overwhelmed, card number 18. Be the lion, not the zebra. Decide to take control of your life, and the stress will start to fade immediately. So they're saying it's a decision that you need to make. Okay. When I saw overwhelmed, though, the first thing I heard was not I am overwhelmed, but I feel overwhelmed. That when you acknowledge that you feel overwhelmed, whether silently or verbally for yourself, it will help you to release it. It will help you to release the overwhelmed feeling. Now, they said be the lion, not the zebra. The zebra's got its head split in 3 different directions in this image. Just looking here, looking there, looking every fucking where. And why? Because it's looking for somebody to attack it. So, anywhere that you have been allowing yourself to feel scattered or unfocused because of concern about who thinks what about you or what you do, how they will respond, what they might say, that's not where your power is. Your power is to recognize that you are brave. I heard that you are brave. They gave me courage. They gave me courage for you to do what you do, to be who you be, to stand here in your authenticity. They don't have to like it. They don't have to love it. It doesn't really fucking matter what they think about it unless you think it matters and then you make it matter. And a lot of your overwhelm is because of being drawn. It's like I see different ones trying to pull your energy this way and that way. And I see you trying to see, well, do I make this one happy or that one happy? And it's like, hold on, honey. You got to make yourself happy because you're the leader of the pack. That's why they all try to cling to you. But oh, wow. Yeah, even the leader of the pack has to decide from time to time that, you know what? I need to pull back. I need to pull back. You know what? I'm just going to stop talking to everybody. Yeah. They said, you put my business out. Even Melinda was recently told to stop talking freely to everybody from YouTube and to people in her personal life too, because it was necessary. Mm. All those free social calls, Spirit said, no, we're not doing that no more. Cut it off. Cut it off. Cut it off. They showed me a bunch of things and they gave me that guidance. So there's this energy here for you. Anywhere where you're just freely giving too much energy, giving too many fucks, giving too many words of advice, giving too many helping hands, saying yes, 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 and you need to be saying no, no, no. Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Say no. Because you're doing too much and it's overwhelming you because your energy is split in too many directions. And none of the I heard in none of those directions are what you really want to be doing in the direction where you really wanted to be heading or what you really were looking for. So that's what they're giving me for you, Anna. I'm Anna. I'm Anna Ornella. Okay. So that's what I have for you. Everybody that it was on my list is done. I finished everybody. If you want to get an oracle card pulled or a tarot card pulled, put it in the comments from which type of deck you would like your personal card pulled. If you have a personal question, I am doing one card answers. So go ahead and put your personal question in. In the meantime, in between time, I'm going to go back to collective reading again. So you ready for some more collective energy? Oh, the beloved dead. Okay, they want me to pull from the beloved dead oracle. If I remember correctly, my daughter gave me this one. Let me see. Yep, my daughter. My daughter gave me this for Christmas, December 25th, 2023. Yeah, the Beloved Dead Oracle, which is really gorgeous deck. I must say, this deck is gorgeous. But let's get some collective energy. What do we have for the tribe? Most important messages for the tribe, please and thank you. Thank you so much for our 9,000 subscribers. We are over 9,000. Thank you for all the love donations. Thank you for all the thoughts. Your thoughts do count. Somebody would love to love donate. You can do it by thought. You can put money in my account by thought. And that shit will work. How about I put some money in your account right now? Hold on. Tribe, I just did it. It's that easy. The thought counts. Okay. So let's see. What do we have for the tribe? Most important messages from the beloved dead. What is the most important message from the beloved dead for the tribe? Thank you. Witch. Ah, that's so funny. Witch. Okay. That's so funny. Why is it funny? Because I don't go by titles. But I've been called a lot of different names. So they're saying tribe, it's not about the title that you get called, but a lot of us, they're telling me, come from the ancestral line of ones that were labeled as witches. There's a lot of this is like all those series, those teen witch series where the girl finds she just thinks she's normal and then something happens in her life, a car accident, a coming of age or some other event in life happens and then somehow these powers wake up and she finds out she discovers that she actually has a lot of witches in her ancestral line. Her whole family, she comes from a long line of witches. Well, a lot of the tribe does too. Whether they were actually called witches or healers or oracles or shamans or medicine men or medicine women or whatever. We come from those roots. And these ones with us are very strong. They are very strong with us. Now, the other thing that I'm hearing, because you do have that in your ancestral line, a lot of tribe has dealt with mm, external energetic influences. We're going to just say it plainly: curses, conjurings, and castings. Yeah. What they need you to know, though, is from your place of empowerment, none of that shit can touch you. And oh, remember earlier when I said, I broke all that shit. You can say it with me. I broke all that shit. Like literally claim it. It's a decision, it's a statement, it's a declaration, and it's done. It's literally that easy. You just try not, you do everything you can and make sure that you don't control other people outside of their self will. And that will close the window of control down too. If you don't believe enough in just saying it and declaring it and deciding it, that's fine. What can you physically do? You can close the window of control, which means whether it's for their good or for their bad, we let people make their own choices and we don't try to influence their energy without their will. So we're not going to be tricking people into this or that or the other. We're going to allow them to be who they are, move the way they want to move, and groove the way they want to move, and either accept them and allow them or let them go and move the fuck on. But again, they're saying a lot of you are connected to us because that golden thread of love, peace, and happiness comes from people who were already working with energy that were in our ancestral line before us. And for a lot of us, whoo, that's a cold pill to swallow. There's ones in our ancestral line who were using magic and energy work in negative ways. So some of the shit that you broke, generational karma, yeah, had to do with that. And now they're showing me the movie Holes. If you haven't seen Holes, it's a great movie, and it kind of deals with this subject that's coming out from this deck, in the sense that the boy's grandmother, no, great grandfather or something like that, that had passed, promised to do something for a witch, and because he didn't keep his promise, it cursed his bloodline. And that shit rolled downhill and it followed their family until the boy, the youngest one in the whole family line, broke that shit. Go watch the movie Holes if you haven't seen it. It's a great movie. I'll put it in the comments for you. Okay. All right. Whew, let me see what's at the bottom of this deck with this witch. Bottom of the deck is competition. What the fuck game is this that they're playing? It's almost like if they got two golf clubs, but those are being held like if they're hockey sticks. But oh, maybe it's roller derby. I see old school roller skate. Okay. Okay, competition. So you have to remember with your power. Ha! Oh, Lord of mercy. Everything we already said is true. A lot of us need to understand and accept that the challenges that we have been through as tribe were to develop us to realize our real abilities. You know, the supernatural shit, the woo woo shit. Like a minute ago, I just did some mind magic and sent some energy out into the universe and deposited some money in tribes' different accounts. I put money on the floor that you're going to find. I put company has your name on a list and you're going to get some rebate check you didn't even know you're going to end up with a check from a class action lawsuit you didn't know even know you was a part of. All kinds of shit is happening that's going to bring money to your account because I did that mind magic. So what they're showing me is the battles and the challenges and everybody that seemed to be against you in this life was there with the purpose of helping you realize that you have supernatural abilities, that you got power. Yes. Oh, you got power. Yes, you do. You do have power. Do you even know how to wield it? Yes, absolutely. That's the energy. The energy is you have powers, you have superpowers, but do you even know how to wield them? Because all God's children are special, but not like you. No, not like you. You're just like a flower. You're ever giving. That's a given. All God's children are special, but not like you. No, not like you. Yep. You need to remember. Lift your head to the sky. Yes. Lift it, lift it, lift it, lift it. It's crazy to say this, but you're the greatest. I can't explain it. I know that you know the truth. They can't deny you. Yeah. They can't deny you. It's true. Yes. You've come a long way, kid. And you're the main character now. You're the main character now. Yes, you are. Because you got superpowers. Do you even know how to wield them? Well, apparently you've been learning because you got the wish card coming out. And people have been fighting with you, and all that did, all the people coming against you, all the energies coming against you, all the entities coming against you, whatever the fuck came against you, all that did was tap you in to your superpowers. You're not normal. Who wants to be normal in this world out there? Remember, out there is a fucking storm. It's chaos out there. Bro, you don't want to be normal out there. Or you be chaos too. Chaos walking. I heard chaos walking. You're not doing all that. You are extra. You are special. You got superpowers. You're something else that this world needed. Needed. Is finally ready for. Yes. Absolutely. I see AW is with us. AW. I see Happy Long. I see Trigger Tap. I see Navy. Bethany is here and she says she wants any card. Bethany, you're first on the next round, okay? So stick around. I'm going to put you down for any card. If you didn't hear, I'm doing one card, answers to your personal question, or you could choose any oracle card that Spirit shows me. I got all the decks here. Or you could choose any tarot card deck that Spirit shows me if you don't know what you want to ask. But if you have a specific question, you can put that specific question in. But you get one card and you get one opportunity. Everybody get one. So we got enough to go around. And I don't know how long this live is going to go because in between I'm doing like these general messages too. So I got Bethany down on the list. Tokia. Tokiba. 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 Toki is in Korean. Toki means rabbit. Okay. So hi. Let me see what else. Hi, Bruce. Tyreek said that was deep. Bruce said it's karma. Is it karma though if you didn't do it? If your great grandpa did it, is it karma? Maybe. I see Gilbert. Welcome. Uh-huh. Aw. So Tokyo, I'll put you on my list when I come around and do personals again. You're second on the list. What do you feel from my energy? Okay. So you're second on the list. They want me to do another collective message from the Pleiadian Oracle. Yay. And the Pleiadian Oracle was gifted to me on July 20th, 22 from Kendra Akbar, aka Kendigo, aka KK, aka Wasso, aka 97 Babe. This girl got so many names, and you know what? Let me tell you something. If I say no, don't fucking push me. Or you might end up like her. And she keep inventing more names because I keep blocking her off of all my social media. She could watch this video. She might be watching now. But no, I already told you if you kept pushing me, I wasn't gonna let you comment on my channel no more. And I wasn't gonna talk to you never again. And I wouldn't be a reader no more. And this girl kept pushing me. When I said no, she didn't fucking listen, but I still got the deck. Thank you. I receive it with all the love in my heart. But that's an important message. If people say no and tell you to stop and you violate that, don't wonder why the fuck it doesn't matter how much money you send them on Cash App, they still won't unblock you. Don't wonder. And definitely don't play around with me. Cause I'm a real one. And when I say I will fucking block you forever out of my life, I mean that shit. With all of my heart and all the love in my heart. I will love you unconditionally forever, but I don't ever have to talk to you or see you in my life again. That's what unconditional means. No conditions. Okay, so there's that. Yeah, because that shit just happened again. She tried to put money in my account. I showed deposited it. I told her not to do it, but she didn't fuck listen. So, I said, don't reach out to me no more. Don't send me no more money. Don't try to call my phone. Did she listen to anything I said? No. I just found another fake account from her ass. Well, I mean, it's really her account, but I found another fucking fake account from her. I found a blocked voicemail. Baby, I will block a fool or a girl or a guy or somebody who don't fucking listen out my. I don't care who it is. I really don't care who you are. I'll block them out. You better listen to people. Respect people's boundaries. Baby, that's a whole channel message is needing to come through. We need to respect people's boundaries. That's one of the things that tribe does. Tribe respects boundaries. Oh, I don't know how much longer we're gonna go, but we got 19% there, and we got 30% battery left here. So yeah. So there's that. Amanda said, dude, that part delete. Absolutely. I will delete right quick. I will delete right quick in a hurry. Absolutely. Don't play the first time somebody get on here and start acting like a troll and talking shit. If I already said I like organic growth on the channel. Somebody come in this channel and they're in my comment section just talking shit, 99.9% of the time you're not going to hear me address it. But you might see me slow down or pause for a minute while I go click, hide on this channel forever. Like her. She's hidden on this channel forever. Because when I put down boundaries and you violate that shit, bitch, this is not California. I'm not California. I'm not fucking from California and I ain't never lived there. There ain't no 3 strikes you're out with me, baby. You got one shot. I'm like Eminem. I'm like Eminem. Oh my God, melt into maze. I'm just saying. I'm like Eminem. You only got one shot. Ah! Do not miss your chance to blow. Oh, this opportunity comes once in a lifetime. Yo, the opportunity with me, whatever it be, comes once in a lifetime. So shoot your shot, but shoot it right. And definitely, if I say that's the boundary line, don't cross that shit because I will block a fool if I had to tonight. Okay. Let's see. Let's get back. Okay. Clear that shit because I was talking and shuffling. Lord of mercy. There is something beautiful that the universe wants to say to our love and peace and happiness. Tribe. What is it? What is it? Give me one card for the tribe. I think we're gonna go stay live until this battery dies, as long as my throat can handle it. Oh, this one. Universal knowledge. Ooh. And then this one's they're kind of continuing the message because I heard it's a thin line between love and hate. It's a thin line between getting a response to your text messages, being able to book a reading with me or a nail service or anything else, and then being ghosted forever. This sand dune that this person is walking on, this side has a sun, that side ain't got no sun. Well, sometimes it be like that. Sometimes it just be like that. Universal knowledge. The other thing that is coming through this is this person is walking across the top. So do you work with the light or the dark? Do you work with the light or the dark? Do you tap in with the light or the dark? Are you a light worker or are you a dark worker? Well, honey, if everything is everything, and if we is everything, then we is everything, and that means the light and the dark. And if you missing one, you fucked up. You got a half of perspective. You got a half of self. You got half of you. Denton was quick to say light. I love you, Denton, but let me tell you something. If you don't work with the dark, you're missing half of what you are. Because trust and believe, you got dark in you too. The yin yang is perfect balance. The yin yang is perfect balance. You gotta walk. I walk the line like Johnny Cash. You gotta walk the line, baby. You gotta walk the line in between the both. You gotta have the yin yang. You gotta have the light and the dark. If you're missing the dark, you're missing a lot. You're missing a lot, and that is gonna make you easy to trigger, easy to dump over. You'll be easily like the waves that just push, you'll be like that person get pushed around by the waves on the sea, just rolling around this way and that way. They can push you everywhere you want to. You'll be easily triggered. You'll get pissed off easy. Everything will influence you real easy if you don't have both. You've got to know both. The light and the dark, it all exists. We have day, we have night. We need it all. We need it all. It's interesting because even our bodies show us that. You have two halves of a body. What would you look like if you were only half a soul, half a body? Well, what does your soul look like if you only got half a soul? You know what I'm saying? You need all of it. You need both sides. And if you have done your shadow work, because Dent said, "Them days done." Okay, that's fine, honey. But it's always there. It's always in you. Like I say all the time on the channel, there's a whole lot of gangster in this spiritual. Don't get it fucked up. I'm just saying, because if you have, if anybody has not looked at their cold hearted, I heard you're a cold hearted snake. Okay, okay, who is that? Paula Abdul? Okay, if you ain't looked at your dark, you're missing half of your picture of who you are and what you are. You got to acknowledge those desires, those feelings, those habits, those reactions and responses. That's why shadow work is so important. Now, once you do your shadow work, if you think you're done, guess again, bitch, because that's just as an ugly, snotty ass ride as the rest of it was when I talked in the beginning. I think I said that on this reading. Lord of mercy, it's all starting to blend together. However, it's gonna be over and over again. It's a repetitive process. You're not ever done as long as you're in this physical body. Abraham coming through, Abraham Hicks coming through. As long as you're focused in a physical body, you'll never get it done and you'll never get it wrong. So it's not wrong if you haven't done the shadow work. It just means you ain't gone there yet. If anyone watching this is still just so focused on being a light worker and being of the light, that's great. That's fine. One of these days you'll get to meet your shadow. You can't help it. It's going to happen. Because if you want to be an accurate light worker and that person over there does something to you and hurt your feelings and triggers you, and you think you can cast the game, blame game of blame game over there, that one finger goes over there and that's the finger of power, but you got three creative fingers coming back to you. You need the light and the dark, and once you do the shadow work, that shadow energy becomes tools in your toolbox. You could whip it out and you can whip it good, baby. And so my light, I allow my light to roam free with wild abandon, and I drive my shadow with precision. Okay, that's the vibe. That's what this is talking about. I allow my light to run free with wild abandon, and I drive my shadow with precision. Important message. Okay. And that's not saying, when I say you have to have both, it doesn't mean you go out here and you do dirt shit. That means your shadow is not mastered. Because if you're out here doing shit that's dirt to other people, you know what you put out comes back to you, right? So if you're truly in balance, if you truly have mastery over your shadow, it doesn't mean you're an expert at being a douchebag to people and fucking people up. That's not what it means. It means you use it wisely, knowing that all the energy you put out in this universe comes back to you. Universal knowledge is very important. You got to understand how the laws of the universe work. Book recommendation: The Kybalion. If anybody has not yet picked up The Kybalion, it is a book that helps break down universal law. Great book, really affordable on Amazon and all that shit. Um let me see these comments real quick. Janine said you got to work through the dark to get to light. Oh, we said that earlier in this live stream for sure. Every seed starts in the dirt. You got to grow through it. Okay. Tokiba. You cannot have one without the other. Your light and dark makes you who you are. Dentist said, I don't like two-faced. It's not about being two-faced, baby. It's about being a master of yourself and all your abilities. Hmm. They want me to go back to the yin yang. Yeah. Yeah. Tokiba said, no, not two-faced. You can walk in light, but don't allow BS. Absolutely. And dentist said, that's why I keep in the light. I understand, dentist, but they want me to show you the yin yang. Everybody knows that the yin yang is a symbol of balance. Where the fuck do I have a yin yang around here? I literally do not have a yin yang around me right now. Oh, yeah, I do. Yay. Okay, cool. They show me another gift from Malibu. Um, Malibu has been so generous on this channel. I'm just saying, guys. So she sent me this lovely gong. Let's make a sound out of it since we're gonna use the gong to show the yin yang symbol. Yay. Because it has, everybody knows what it looks like, right? Half light, half dark. But in the light half, you have a dark circle. In the dark half, you have a light circle. And this is what I mean when I say you have to have both. You can use your light in a dark way, and you can use your dark in a light way. And I've said this many times on the channel. If you have a great belief and you have, let's say you got the best exercise routine and health routine, and you try to force everybody you meet to do the same damn thing because it works for you, so it'll work for them too. It doesn't mean you're wrong, but that's using your light in a dark way, which is where we get religious oppression from. I mean, the whole fucking, what was that called? The whole Catholic thing. Lord of mercy, they just took the word. I had the word right there. Tell the DJ bring it back. That whole, the Inquisition, huh? The Inquisition was a great example of light being used in a dark way, because these people had great ideas, or at least they thought they did, and they just knew they were right. And so they tried to force it on to other people, and light became dark. Okay? Any religious ideas, any political ideas, any way of life, any belief that you believe in, and you try to cram it down somebody else's throat, light just became dark. Now, dark become light. I heard about these fucking idiot ass teenagers that beat the shit out of an old man. He was like 80 or something like that. I don't know. It was on the news. And this ain't the only time you hear about this shit. This shit be happening. And let me tell you, if I'd have walked up on that, I would have fucking jumped in that so fast. I would have fought dirty. I would have grabbed any fucking thing. I have knives in my car. I might have stabbed some fucking teenagers that day. Do not beat on grandpa in front of me. I'm just saying. There are ways to use your light in dark ways and your dark in light ways. That's why the yin yang is there to teach us that. The point is to be in mastery of all of it. Meaning, I can know that my lifestyle, my diet, my beliefs are great, but I have enough mastery over my light then to believe that it has to be great for you too. And I could fuck a bitch up if I want, but I have enough mastery of myself to know that there's a time and a place for every fucking thing and everything in moderation. You understand what I'm saying? Understand it about yourself. Um, when I first started getting into shadow work for real, consciously, I had a friend and we were at a bar and this dude proceeded to call her a bitch and he didn't know us. And I'm younger than her and she's older than me and I really respected her like a big sister. So, yeah, I got in the middle of that. I got right in the middle of that. And it finally started to dissipate and I made a acquaintance that night who would later become a good friend. Um, so we talked at a future time about that experience. And he said, "Why do you do that?" I said, "Oh, that wasn't me. That was the bitch in the basement." He said, "No, that was you." I said, "No, that was the bitch in the basement." He said, but I saw you and it was you. I'm like, no, that was the bitch in the basement. Well, he said, why do you keep saying that? I said, because if you let that bitch get one nail out the door, she will fuck you up. You better not let that bitch get a nail out the door. He said, yeah, but as long as it was the bitch in the basement, ain't shit you could do about it. As long as it was the bitch in the basement, the bitch in the basement will always control you. And I was thrust at that moment into shadow work to realize that, oh, the bitch in the basement is me. And by identifying her as an external entity or not me or not part of my characteristics, I gave it power over me, power to control me. I created a whole entity for myself to have to deal with. So from there, I began to look at my actions, take accountability for all my actions, and my behaviors began to change. Now, part of that process, this same friend, I went into that same bar and he's like, how you doing today? How's my, what did he call me? Some, my sun to the sun to my moon, something like that. He called me, I don't know, it was something all holy and mighty and all that. He gave me some beautiful nickname that day. Anyways, I said, well, you wouldn't be calling me that if you knew how bad I had just cussed this old man out at the gas station right now. I literally had just cussed this old man out at the gas station. I had my niece with me, and she was standing next to me while I was pumping gas because we had to go in and pay inside, and we came out to pump at the pump, and she wanted to stay with me. And this old man was walking straight up to us, and I did not like his energy. So I said, hey, back the fuck up. Don't fucking come over here. I'm out here with my little girl. Stay the fuck away from me, you know? And he talking shit and I talk shit, and I told him back the fuck up because I will fuck you up if you come one step closer to us. I did not like his energy at all. So that's what had happened. I go to the bar, I tell him that. He said, you know what? He probably needed to get his ass cussed out by you. I was like, oh, you know what? You're right. He probably did fucking need to hear that. Do not run up on some woman by herself with her kid trying to ask for no fucking money, honey, or nothing else. Leave that woman alone. She got a little girl with a little boy with got a little babies. With. Don't be running up. Stay the fuck over there. I can hear. Yeah, look, we heard each other fine during the quarantine, 6 feet away. Baby, stay the fuck away. I can hear you. Raise your voice. Don't get close in my face though, and don't come close to my kids. Right? But he taught me about my own yin yang energy that day. So I hope, no, I trust and I know that that is going to help somebody make peace about the gangster inside your spiritual, because we all like that. We all got it. I don't care how much you're being kind. I mean, I do care. It's a beautiful thing. You're so kind. You're so generous. You're so giving. We talked about that earlier. You're so giving. Ever given. That's a given. But it's okay for you to acknowledge that you got this whole other side of you. And if you have to, you'll fuck some shit up. Because there's always a reason where it's a good idea to fuck some shit up. Like that one time that we had taken the kids to the Malibu, to the Malibu Grand Prix over here in Malibu. This is a racing park with the little gasoline cars that the kids could drive the little race cars around the track. And that little girl kept hitting my grandson in the car, in a gasoline fucking car, playing like it was a motherfucking bumper car. The dude that worked there done told her. My daughter done yelled at her, and I see her come around and flip her mom off. She was like 8 years old too. But when the mom didn't see, because she was busy talking shit to me, because I was like, where the fuck do they do that? Who the fuck kid is that flipping off grown folks out here? Yeah, and mom me got into. Then what the mom didn't see was her little baby girl crash into my grandson again. My grandson had stopped driving the car because whenever she hit him hard enough that he like slid in the chair and smashed his finger on the way. So he's crying, holding his finger. And I'm looking up and my daughter's flying over the fucking fence to go grab her son. Yelled at the little girl, how the fuck you think you could hit my son, you little stupid little... I don't know what the fuck she told her. And so meanwhile, now I got the mom over here already pissed off at me. Now she's mad at my daughter. Lord of mercy. There's always a time and a place where if you got to be prepared to drop a motherfucker, you better prepare. I did not have to drop nobody. She got escorted out. My grandsons got to play for free for the rest of the day instead of like $30 a fucking hour. Lord of mercy. But anyways, yeah. Oh, and while she was getting escorted out of the place, the two girls that was in the prize area on the arcade inside said, "Oh my God, it's you!" They full on screaming. I got full on fangirled by two young workers there. They knew me from TikTok. From my nail shop. They've been following my shit for years. They were screaming at the top of their lungs while that bitch and her little ratty ass, ghetto ass, ratchet child got walked out of the fucking place, and my grandkids got to stay the rest of the day for free. I'm just saying, shadow and light, light and dark, good and bad, peace and violence. There's always a time, there's always a place, but we have to have discernment because I trust and believe I got in between that bitch and my daughter. There ain't no way you going to touch my daughter. You gonna have to run through me, bitch, and I will knock your ass down. I will punch you straight in your throat. Just like what's her name? Melissa McCarthy did in that one comedy movie. I'll punch a bitch in your throat. Let you be a man. I'll punch your ass in your throat too. Quit playing. So now you all know my secret move. Punch a bitch in their throat. So there's always a time and a place. If you gotta protect your body, protect your child, body, protect the elderly, protect a baby, protect any fucking body that you need to protect. Yeah, even that. If you're in a fucking fight for your life, you better grab that motherfucking knife. If this dick is about to rape you, you better grab that knife and slice their motherfucking neck. I said it. If it's your life or their life, why the fuck not? And you know what? Hey, you get what you give. If they're coming at you crazy, then fucking show them how crazy you can be too. That's what I'm saying. Okay? That's what I'm saying. There is a time and a place where it is appropriate even to use your dark ass traits. And yes, most of the time, like that's why I said I let my light roam free with all the bounding. But guess what? There's even times where I gotta pull my light back because that bitch don't deserve my light. So you know what? She don't get shit. If I have to come consistently in my shadow energy to you, trust and believe, oh, you got cut off after the first time because I'm not California, bitch. One shot. You only get one chance. Okay. The bottom of the deck is telepathy. You are connected, tribe. You are connected to others who have universal knowledge. I would love for you to put in the comments when you meet other tribe people because we have been so scattered all over the earth like the salt of the earth, and now we're so potent and so mighty and our numbers are increasing and increasing. We're meeting each other in our physical reality. My birthday party, the celebration party for my birthday, 19 years as a nail tech and 5 years in my new location, is gonna be lit with awesomeness. I'm just saying. Because all them folks vibe with me the same way I vibe with you. And the same way I vibe with all them. And they all gonna meet each other and it's gonna be fucking dope. So with that, and I got 11%. That shit is dying fast now. We were at 19%. I'm glad I popped up on your feed too, Tokaba. Yes. Michael Moreno said, I've walked in the light, but there's time where I need that dark to stand up for myself and not let people walk all over me. I don't respect people who don't respect me. That dark doesn't take over. That is beautiful. And that's necessary. I'm being reminded of this woman's TikTok that I saw. She said people like to talk about sin, but the biggest sin, if there is a sin, to me, is to keep on letting those people that will do you nothing but harm get away with it and forgiving them over and over again and letting them do it again. And I agree with her. And that's one of the things about tribe that has come out repeatedly in the collective messages that I do is see a lot of people out there, all those assholes and douchebags and all this stuff. I could call them a long list of names, but I don't really like to call folks out of name. But all those dark mucka hucka who's out there, they need to learn how to be nice and respectful. They need to learn how to be kind and gentle. The tribe's problem is exactly the fucking opposite. I don't remember the name of the video. If you do, please put it in the comments. But I did a whole live and that's what they talked about. The tribe is the opposite. You didn't have to learn how to be kind and gentle. You had to learn how to toughen the fuck up because you were a doormat, because you were a punching bag, because you were the bank of tribe, feeling the free bank of the tribe, whatever it was. You had to learn how to muscle up and knuckle up because people were stepping all over you all day long. Most of the tribe is that way. Most of the tribe had to figure this shit out, how to have boundaries, how to use their voice, how to knuckle up and not back down to a motherfucking bully, how to bully a bully in their face. Most of the tribe had to learn that. So there's that. Okay. Yeah, don't let mama bear out. Cause if you come for my kid or my grandchildren, oh, I don't give a fuck. I'll do time. If you fuck, I will do time if I fucking have to. But trust and believe it will be self-defense. And it will probably be temporary insanity. Cause don't nobody touch my fucking kids like that. Hell no. Absolutely not. Interstellar frequency. Okay. Do you want a card? If you This is your last chance to let me know if you want an answer to a personal question. Put your question in because I got 10%. It's giving me the notification now. The battery on that phone about to die. On the recording phone is about to die. Or you can ask for any tarot card, or you can ask for any oracle card, or you could just ask for any card and spirit will just, if you ask for any options, I'm just gonna pick from whatever deck spirit said. If you ask a personal question, it's going to be a one card answer from whatever deck spirit. Spirit said, why? Mhm. My eyes are watery. Excuse me. Yep, that just happened on the live too. What else? Whoo-wee. Oh my gosh. Gilbert, shut up. Your birthday is the same as mine? May 6th, 1972. I'm 7'8", so my birthday is 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh-wee. 1260 false matrix. I don't know what you're talking about. I would love it if you send me more information on that, or I might have to look it up. I'll write it down. 1260 false matrix. Okay, so let me just read the whole comment for you so you know what the fuck I'm reading. Okay, so Gilbert Hernandez says May 6, 1972, Taurus, but guess what? That is in the 1260 false matrix. I went into the true high frequency matrix and it is a whole different ball game. Okay. So I put the false matrix, 1260 false matrix. I don't know what that means. I'm gonna research that. Okay. It's not common that somebody from the tribe or a lot of people, usually new shit comes in from the crown. Okay. Um Dreaming love, peace to all. Okay, I'm gonna call you Dreamer on my list. Dreamer, she wants any card, so I'll put down any for you. Oh, interstellar frequency is asking. Okay, so interstellar, I'll put you in. Asking that I read from the book on the spiral memo from the beginning of the first card. So, if I'm understanding your request right, Interstellar, you're asking me to read the first card in the book, the meaning of the first card in the book. Is that correct? Let me know that I'm correct or incorrect, or if I'm incorrect, clarify. Okay, and then Love P said, "Wow, um, oh, okay." The card that I drew when you got here. You mean when you got here? Okay. And Tokiba, whatever car spirit guy. Okay, so any for you as well. All right, let me get into this before I run out of battery. All right, so first up, Bethany wants any card, and they're showing me the Urban Tarot for you. We got 9%. We got this. We'll get you all in. All right. So for Bethany, What is the most important message that you have for Bethany at this time? Please and thank you. So thankful and grateful for our over 9,000 subscribers now. Thank you. We'll have to do this again when we hit over 10,000 subscribers. So y'all keep coming back. Boost our channel, help our channel grow like you do. All right. Let's see. Bethany. Bethany, the hermit. They're saying for you, remember that life is a solo journey, and sometimes people get real disappointed about spending so much time alone, but it's really cool because what it'll do is it will stop you from having to deal with other people's insecurities, doubts, fears, worries, their resistance. Okay, and remember, don't look to everybody else for guidance. It's okay for you to get a reading if you trust a reader, but even that, if you're doing a lot of readings for you, right now they really want you to make the decision for yourself and then maybe get confirmation if you want to confirm your decision, but they want you to learn to make a lot of decisions yourself, because I sense that there's people around you who like to tell you what the fuck you need to do. They love it when you contact them and say, "Hey, what do you think?" Stop doing that. Make your decision and then tell them about it. Tell them about it and tell them how it went. You can trust yourself. If nothing else, you might take a note to study some muscle testing. That could be helpful way for you to learn to trust in yourself. Again, Virgo energy. Okay. All right. Tokia wanted to know, what do I feel about your energy? But they want me to give you a card too. So let me just get this going. What do we feel about Tokiba's energy? Tokiba. I keep wanting to call you Tokyo, bro. Or girl. I don't know. That's a very androgynous name. It could be anything. Anyways, so Tokiba. What do I feel about your energy? I feel like you're very, I hear the word inclusive, and I hear absorbing, like you're I'm getting like very, you don't get satiated well about energy, about wisdom, about knowledge, about learning. You're a learner. Keep being a learner. The smartest person in the room is always going to be ready to learn more and keep smarter people around. If you want to be smart, have smarter friends. Be around smarter people. Okay, because they're saying something about you being very smart and much loving learning. And the card that came out for you is the pillar of light. I was guided to the work your lights oracle cards for you. This is pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. And you know what? With you coming out with the oracle, is saying, yeah, you're the one that everybody wants to pick your brain. So that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. But they're saying, yeah, you're going to be meeting some more tribe. Earlier, we were talking about, yeah, you're going to meet more tribe. Come back and tell me about it. Absolutely. Be ready for that. Allow that. Give space to that. And honor that. Okay. Perfect. Dreamer, for you, I'm being guided to use the psychic tarot from the heart. So the psychic tarot for the heart. Sorry. Not for, not from. Okay. It's for, not from. It's for the heart, not from the heart. Okay, it's for the heart. There's a message in that. It's for the heart, not from the heart. It's for the heart. Okay, so there's this giving energy to the heart. What heart? Your heart. I can't let the phone go down to 1% or 2% because sometimes it'll shut down. We're at 7%. We're doing great. What's the most important message that we have for Dreamer, please and thank you? Dreamer, dreamer, dreamer. Most important message for dreamer is, oh, Three of Swords, sadness and isolation. Oh, damn. Okay. This is awesome. It looks terrible with the word sadness and isolation. Oh my God, those words are terrible. Absolutely terrible words. Who wants it? Well, let me tell you, why is it awesome? Because it's the truth that hurts like a bee and sets you free. Remember, everything in this life is going to break your heart if it means anything to you. Okay, dreamer? Everything on earth is going to break your heart, as anything on earth can break your heart. If you really fucking love, if the love is real, if it's worth it, at some point it's going to break your heart. Whether that's voluntarily or involuntarily, whether it's your fault or their fault, whether it was your doing or their doing, everything on earth is going to break your heart. So make the best of it, baby, because it's always going to be the truth that hurts like a bee and sets you free. Okay. Anywhere where you're still holding on to memories, resentment, anger, that one thing that gets swept under the carpet over and over again. Because I'm not talking about that. I'm not telling nobody. That's my dirty little secret. That's my painful secret. That's that hurt place. I don't want to talk about that. That's the place that you're going to find the most power ever. Go there. Don't be afraid from it. Do not back down from it. And that's the truth that hurts like a bee and sets you free. But again, remember, because everybody wants that make it last forever and ever. Don't let our love in. That's not how it works in life. This is earth. Everything ends. You don't know how long you're going to get it, keep it, or have it. So be consistent, love authentically and purely, as intensely as possible, because you don't know how long you're going to get to do that with each one or each thing. Like, honestly, my lowrider, Blanca, I love her. Miss her, love her, glad I loved her lots while I had her. The other thing was about this a few restaurants. I've talked about this before. A few restaurants. One was a taco truck, gone. Couldn't find it. Kept going back to the same spot. They were never there again. Lord of mercy. I still ain't taste no fucking tacos that taste that good in my life. I've had some that came close. Those was the best tacos of my life. And they just disappeared on me. No notice. Then the first place I ever had Greek food. They had the best hummus, and they would put some seasoning on the pita, and they would have this little spicy chili oil they would give me. I never found it again. They closed. No notice. They didn't give me the fucking recipes neither. So now I know better. There's this other place. It's a close second to those tacos. And that lady, she gave me her recipe. I have her recipe. I know how to make that shit. I'm not losing these flavors no more. If I can handle asking, I'm gonna ask for the recipe now, baby, because my Blanca, I love her. I sent her off to a beautiful family who promised not to cut her and turn her into a hopper. Keep her old school original, please, and thank you. You can put the beets in, but that's it. And they promised to do that. And he was buying it as a gift for his wife. They're a beautiful young couple with 4 kids. My goodness, I love it. Anyways, he's like, I already have a hopper. Okay, let's go to interstellar frequency. Everything you love is gonna leave. I love my mommy. I love my daddy. They both up and died on me. You see what I'm saying? I love a lot of things. It's a good thing I know how to love unconditionally because I still love Blanca. I'm so happy that somebody is driving her. I still love those tacos. Oh, God, I can remember the flavor. I still love the pita and the hummus and the chili sauce. Oh, I remember the flavor. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Dreamer. I'm going to go ahead and read the card. Everything is connected as Interstellar requested for his reading. Everything is connected. Let me show you that card again. Some of you weren't here when we pulled it, so let's pull it out. I'm a Taurus, baby. I'm totally a foodie. Okay. I am all the characters in this image. I am the Trinity, human, spirit, and universal intelligence. I am my roots and the depth of culture present in my identity. I am stories and unfathomable mysteries. There are infinite movements in the world. I observe them, and I observe the connection between all things. I also observe that I am all things. How I feel in here is how it feels out there. Because one does not live alone, and what happens to me is happening to the world. Respect is one of the most important values in establishing harmonious relationships with me and the world around me. I am in connection with myself, with you, and with life. That connection reminds me that every small change in me has the potential to create an effect all around me, like a drop of water generating ripples when it falls into the pond. with a loving disposition towards my own being and towards all creatures who live and grow. I nurture peace in my heart. This is how I also nourish peace in the heart of my world. My earthly heart is a sacred responsibility. Talk about the perfect Omega message. We didn't pull it first, but we definitely read it last, and it put a beautiful bow on everything we said through the show. I love how it touched on the water. I love how it touched on the culture. I just, what a beautiful, I'm so glad you asked for that reading for your reading. I thought in here, I thought you were going to ask for a card pull or something. No, you asked me to literally read for you. So, joke's on me. I appreciate you. Denton, I'm glad you enjoyed the comedy show. I'll be back live. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, I probably will be back live in about maybe an hour ish for the daily message. Michael, thank you. I'm glad it takes one to know one. I'm glad you were here. Um, until we hit 10,000, I don't know if we'll be doing anything like this again. But yeah, next mile marker 10,000 on the road to a million. I'm just saying, we're making progress. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for being. Thank you for anchoring our energy wherever you be in the world. Until next time. I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. The golden thread that shines all the way through, called love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you could treat yourself at lphtarot.com. As in, love, peace, and happiness to you and yours. And of course, me and mine. Until next time. Now make sure you subscribe, like the video, tap the bell for live notifications. All that is free. Okay? And that grows our channel. And I'm out. Mwah.